Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to this week's maths lessons. This week we're going to be looking at time and we're going to be revising work from money from last week. So you're going to need whiteboards and whiteboard pens, and you're going to need to be able to sequence things today, and pens and paper would also help. When you're ready, we'll get started. Okay, so we're quickly going to revise what each of these coins are. So tell your grown-up what this is. That's right, it's a 10 pence. What's this one? 5 pence. This one, 2 pence. This one's a bit tricky. It's a 20 pence, and the one that looks a bit like that but it's even bigger is this 50p. Then we've got a pound here. What's this one? That's right, a £2. And over here on its own is a penny. So if you remember, these two are our smallest coins, and they're bronze or coppers. These two are our next smallest, and they're circular silver. These two are heptagonal silver, and they're the next two biggest, and then these two gold and silver ones are our biggest coins, the £1 and the £2, and there's 101 pennies makes one of these. Okay, so what your task is today is to work out the values of each of these coins. So I'm going to go through it in a moment, so pause the video now, and when you're ready, start again and see if you've managed to work out the values. Okay, so welcome back. So our first one up at the top is 10p. Next one is a 5p plus a 1p, which is 6p. Next one is a 2p plus a 1p, which is 3p. And the one below it's also 3p because that's 1, 2, 3 pennies. Next one is a 2 plus 2, which is 4p. And now this next one is tricky. It's a pound, and we put the pound sign at the front and then just a 1. So this next one is a 5p and a 2p. So that's 5 plus 2, which is 7p. This next one is 5 plus 5, which is 10p. And our last one is 10, 5 and 1. So 10 and 5 is 15 and 1 is 16. So there we go, there's our starter. Does it all come rushing back from last week? Okay, now it's over to you, and you're grown up for a bit. You need to decide what you're going to be doing today and try to think of some of the things that are going to be happening today. You'll probably be doing your maths lesson, your English lesson, and some other lessons, but you'll also be eating and things like that. So try to write down on your whiteboard or a piece of paper all the different things you're going to be doing today. And once you've done that, start the video again, because we're then going to be looking at dividing that into 2 sections. Okay, so these are some of the things we're doing in school today. And what we're going to do now is we're going to sort them into 2 categories. What we're going to add to this before and after is lunch. So what's happening before and after lunch, after dinner? So after dinner and before dinner. So when do we usually do maths? You probably are doing this at home as well. We do maths before dinner. When did we do phonics? Well, in school, we do phonics after lunch. When to do English? That's right, we tend to do that before dinner. And we tend to do RE in the afternoon, which is after lunch. So do you see the way that we're using these words, before and after? Okay, now we're going to move on. I'm going to introduce you to your task. I'm going to show you what the task looks like. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to sequence our day. What you need to do is be thinking about what order we do things in. So have a look at these, and we're going to have a go at sequencing 3 or 4 of them. Okay, so our first one we're going to sequence is phonics play. Now we do phonics play as we start the day, don't we? Now handwriting we tend to do in the afternoon, so that's going to be further over there. Phonics we do in the afternoon. Start with handwriting, and usually We do one of our phonics plays, one of our phonics before break, and one after break. So it's going to look something like that if we sequence them, and we're looking for one thing we do in the morning. So what do we do in the morning? That's right, we do this. So do you see the way we've sequenced that? Well, your challenge is going to be, and you either need to draw these or print these off, is have a go at sequencing all these events. Grown-ups, you could just write the words if you want, and work together to sequence these to work out what order we do everything. Okay, and that is the task. Once you've done that, start the video again, and we're going to have a look at some words that we can use to make some comparative sentences for our plenary. Okay, so that's the end of the main learning. When you're ready, start the video again, and we've got a plenary to finish with. Okay, so this is the order of the things that we do usually on a Monday in school. So what we're going to try to do is put two together and make a sentence. So if we were to take after, I'm just going to show you the first one, then you can have a go. Take after, so we've got after phonics play, we do maths. And then we could have, if we wanted to use finally, what's the last thing we do on this list? That's right, we do PE. Finally, we do PE. So that's what you're going to do. Okay, I'm going to put these back, and you could use your own chart if you want to. And you can use as many of these words as you want to have a go at creating sentences, either comparing or sentences with one activity. Okay, and that is the end of today's maths lesson.